Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Hardin High School for tonight's 5th Region Semifinal Action Softball Tournament. Tonight's matchup has the 26-7 Elizabethtown Panthers taking on the 25-10 Taylor County Cardinals. Home team today, Elizabethtown, so they will be in the field. The starting lineup now for the Cardinals. Riley Sproles will lead off. She's followed by Briley Edwards. The hero from last night, Hannah Gupton, will hit third. She's followed by Malaya Reed. Lila Curry will hit fifth. Adeline Bradstreet hits sixth. She's followed by the designated player, Aubrey Barden. Nevaeh Keys will hit eighth, and rounding out the Cardinal lineup is Reagan Cundiff. Defensively today for Elizabethtown. In the outfield, we'll have Iceland Burnett in left field. Jessica Reynolds will be in center field. Demi Cleaver in right field. Around the infield, Savannah Castaneda will be at third base. Alexis Waysbrot at shortstop. The second baseman, Emil Schmidt. First base is Avery Simpson. And the battery tonight for the Panthers, Alyssa Philpott will be behind the dish, and in the circle is Tatum Spears. Spears coming in. This is her 22nd start of the season. She's 18-3, has a 0.94 ERA, 255 strikeouts to just 34 walks on the year. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Riley Sproles, the shortstop for the Cardinals, comes to the plate, sitting .279 on the season. Taylor County got here by winning in extra innings a walk-off home run by Hannah Gupton in the ninth. After Taylor County gave up 3 runs in the first inning to Nelson County to shut them down the next 8 to take the victory 4-3. That one fouled straight back, 0-1 the count. Sproles steps back in. Beautiful day here at North Hardin High School. That one high, evens it out, 1-1. Wind blowing 5 to 10 miles an hour. It's going straight across the field from left field to right. Field's in very good condition after all the rain we had over the weekend. A lot of maintenance yesterday morning to get all 4 of the quarterfinal games in the book. This is the first of 2 semifinals. Our second semifinal later tonight will be Bethlehem and LaRue County. That one's scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. The winners today will meet tomorrow right back here at North at 6. That one fouls straight back. That remains 1-2. Simpson set, or Philpott set well up outside that time. 2-2 now to count. Strike 3. A high fastball. So with 1 out, that's going to bring up the pitcher, Briley Edwards. Edwards comes in hitting .377 on the season. That one goes high and away, 1-0 the count. That one fouled away. They'll even it up at 1-1. Again, high and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's in there for a strike. And Spears with a really good fastball. 2-2 now the count. This will be fouled out of play. Count will remain 2-2. In the dirt. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That'll be fouled out of play. Count remains full. For Elizabethtown, they got here, defeating Greene County last night 4-0. Strike 3 on the outside corner. That was probably about a ball off. Strikeout nonetheless. So with 2 outs, last night's hero again, Hannah Gupton with the walk-off home run in the 9th inning. Comes to the plate, hitting .330 on the year. That one down in the zone. 1-0. That one down as well. 2-0 now the count to Gupton. Swing and a miss. 2-1. That one fouled away. That'll even it up at 2-2. So he popped up center field, drifting towards right. Reynolds calls for it. She'll make the catch. And so it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base as we head to the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 between the Panthers and the Cardinals. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, eTown Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Lineup today for the Elizabethtown Panthers. Leading off will be Tatum Spears. She's followed by Emil Schmidt. Alyssa Philpott will hit third. Hitting cleanup is the first baseman Avery Simpson. Savannah Castaneda will hit fifth. She's followed by Jessica Reynolds. Alexis Waysbrot is then followed by the eighth hitter and designated player Claire Miller. And rounding out the E-Town lineup is Iceland Burnett. Defensively today for Cardinals in left field, Nevaeh. Field is Shelby Clayton, and in right read. Around the infield, Reagan Cundiff at third. Riley Sproles will be Madeline Bradstreet at second. Hannah Gupton at first. And the battery today for the Cardinals, Lila Curry the dish, and it's Briley Edwards in the 20th start of the season for Briley Edwards. She has a 9-4 record, 3.76 ERA, 67 strikeouts to 28 walks. Again, we will not have the coverage, but there will be a second semifinal later this evening between LaRue County and Bethlehem. Winner of that game will take on the winner of this game tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So coming to the plate for the Panthers, it'll be Tatum Spears. She comes in hitting .375 on the season. So she held up. 1-0 the count. Spears the leading home run hitter for the Panthers with 11 on the season. That one catches the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. She did attempt at that one. 1-2 now the count. That one well outside. 2-2. That one stays outside as well. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Change up outside. Misses, and so Spears will trot down to first base. With the runner at first, that's going to bring up the second baseman, Emil Schmidt. Schmidt comes in hitting .377 on the year. We will have a courtesy runner. 24 for Elizabethtown is Eliza Dober. Schmidt forgot her signal card. Dover on the year, just 2 of 2 in the stolen base department. Schmidt likes to slap. She runs forward. That one's high. 1-0. That one in there for a strike. 1-1. This will be popped up. Shortstop Sproles calls for it. Throws back over it. Double play at first. As Dober left first base in a double play. F6, 6-3 put out. So with 2 outs, it's going to bring up the catcher, Alyssa Philpott. Philpott comes in hitting .435, the highest average for the Panthers. Good changeup that just stayed outside. 1-0. That one stays outside. 2-0 now the count. Good change up in there that time. 2 balls, 1 strike. This one popped up on the infield. Edwards calls for it. She makes the catch. So there were no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. After 1 complete, we're tied at 0 apiece, heading to the top of the 2nd inning. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. E-Town Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. Take a virtual tour today at etownapartments.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. As Philpott was the final hitter for the Panthers in the bottom of the 1st. Go get all of her catching equipment on. Now they'll start the warm-up. Due up in the top of the 2nd, it'll be 4, 5, 6 in the Cardinal lineup. Malaya Reed, Lila Curry, and Adeline Bradstreet. Reed comes to the plate. In the season, hitting .333. That one low and inside, 1-0. Good change up in there at the bottom of the zone. 1-1 now the count. Coming in there for a strike. 1-1 now the count. Strike 3. So with 1 out, catcher Lila Curry now to the plate. Comes in hitting .303 on the season. That one in there for a strike. That one just outside. 1-1 now the count. This one popped up. Just gonna get just beyond the seats. 1-2 the count. 1-2 the count. This one fouled straight back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one just outside. Swing and a miss, got her way out in front on that one. So with 2 outs, that's going to bring up second baseman Adeline Bradstreet. Bradstreet comes in hitting .383 on the year. That one high and away. 1-0. Swing and a miss there, evens it at 1-1. That one gets the call on the inside corner. When Spears has been most effective is when she has command over that pitch she throws to the inside. She's had some struggles this year when it's not been able to get it far enough to the inside, leaves it a little over the plate. 1-2 the count. That one stayed outside. It's a good 2-strike pitch. This one popped out of play. Two and two as Bradstreet steps back in. That one down in the dirt. That'll work it full. Fouled straight back. This one fouled out of play as well. Ooh, that one outside. Catches the corner, the official says. So it's another 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Tied 0-0 between Taylor County and Elizabethtown. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs, airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always check out our past broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV, subscribe to our channel, and get all your local community sports and events. Also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact nfhs.com to subscribe today. Due up in the bottom of the second inning for the Panthers. It'll be 4-5-6. Avery Simpson, Savannah Castaneda, and Jessica Reynolds. Edwards remains in the circle for the Cardinals. Avery Simpson now to the plate. She's hitting .372 on the year. Swinging out towards right field. Reed coming in. She'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Savannah Castaneda now to the plate for Elizabethtown. She comes in hitting .376 on the year. That one outside, 1-0. Swing and a miss there. Evens it at 1-1. Good changeup from Edwards. 1-2 now the count. Seen that in both innings. Really good command of it as well. It stays in the strike zone. That one off the end of the bat, fouled away. Castaneda literally threw the bat at it as the bat came out of her hands and went into the netting. This one popped up. That's going to get it over in top of the first base dugout. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one outside. 2-2 now the count. Fouled off Curry. Umpire will take a walk. Castaneda will head down to third. Take a break and give Miss Curry an opportunity to gather herself. She says she's all right. Two and two the count. Castaneda steps back in. Change up that time in the dirt. 3-2 the count. So back up the middle. Bradstreet with it. Over to Gupton. The 4-3 put out for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up the center fielder for the Panthers, Jessica Reynolds. She comes in hitting .329 on the year. So hit from the left side. Gets all the way at the front of the batter's box. That one goes high, 1-0. Swing and a miss there. Good inside fastball. 1-1 to count. Again, later tonight, their second semifinal scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. Reynolds squares around. That will be between Bethlehem and LaRue County. Tomorrow night's championship game scheduled for 6 o'clock. It's going to be hit out into left field. First hit of the day for either team. Reynolds takes a big turnaround first. So with 2 outs and a runner at first, that's going to bring up Alexis Weisbrot, the shortstop for Elizabethtown. She comes in hitting .343 on the year. It's going to be hit out to right field. Coming in on it is Reed. Falls in front of her. Reynolds never stops. She'll go to third. On the throw, Weisbrot moves up to second. So back-to-back singles now for Elizabethtown. We got runners at second and third with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up the designated player, Claire Miller. She comes in hitting .263 on the year. Miller in limited action this year. This is just her 12th game as a hitter. So we hit out 3 consecutive hits. That's going to score 1. Weisbrot rounds second. Coming home, it's cut off there. And a 2 RBI single from Claire Miller. Gives Elizabethtown a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Iceland Burnett. Burnett hitting .268 on the year. We will have a substitution as Demi Clover will run for Miller. That one well outside. Cleaver on this season, 2 of 2 in stolen bases. Way out in front of that one was Burnett. Good changeup again. E-Town on the season, just 29 stolen base attempts, been successful 26 of those. This one's slow roller down the line. It's going to be in foul territory as Cundiff picks that one up. Everybody will reset. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one well outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one popped up. It's going to be near the first base dugout. Up in there, makes the catch for the third out, but the Panthers able to push 2 across the board, as it was 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 runner left on base, and no Taylor County errors. They're 2 complete. E-Town on top 2-0 over the Cardinals, heading to the top of the third. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. E-Town Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. For those who are serving our country in the military, a discount is available. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for all your recycling needs. Located at 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding areas since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Due up in the top of the third, it'll be 7-8-9 in the Cardinal lineup. Aubrey Barden, Nevaeh Kays, and Reagan Cundiff. Barden steps to the plate. She's a designated player, hitting .351 on the year. Spears remains in the circle for Elizabethtown. Swing and miss. 0-1. That one catches the corner. 0-2, quickly ahead. Fouls that one off, stays in there. 0-2 remains the count. So we popped up. That's over near the third base dugout. Just lands on top of it. Count remains 0-2. This would hit hard. That'll stay foul. Count remains 0-2. That one, the ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's a little low. Barden again. Finally another one off. Swing and a miss. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Nevaeh Kays. Kays coming in, hitting .303 on the year. So with 1 out. In there for a strike. 0-1. Good curveball on the outside part as they're chasing. 0-2 now the count. Strike three. So with 2 outs, that's going to bring up the third baseman, Reagan Cundiff. Cundiff hitting .349 on the year. This is a Taylor County team that, again, last night gave up 3 runs to Nelson County in the very first inning, then clawed their way back in it to force extras, and then a walk-off in the 9th by Hannah Gupton advanced the Cardinals to this game. Freetown, they were 4-0 victors over Greene County. Cundiff swings through that one, 0-1. I went in there for a strike. 0-2. Again, at the belt, this umpire is usually about a ball outside. It's calling it a strike. If it's up or down at that same spot, it will be a ball. Strike 3. No runs, no hits, no errors through the lineup the first time. Tatum Spears with 8 of 9 strikeouts. So we head to the bottom of the third. E-Town on top, 2-0. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always check out our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV, subscribe to our channel, and get all your local community sports and events. Bottom of the third, up. Be at the top of the order for the Panthers. Tatum Spears, Emil Schmidt, and Alyssa Philpott, as Briley Edwards remains in the circle for the Cardinals. So Spears to the plate. Spears drew a walk in her first at-bat. Swings that one, fouls it off. 0-1. This one hit down the right field line, a slice foul. One thing about the 3 hits in the last inning, again, from Jessica Reynolds, Alexis Weisbrot, and Claire Miller back to back to back, all of them were to the opposite field. Reynolds, who hit from the left side, just barely got it over the third baseman's head, and then Weisbrot and Miller both went to right field with their singles. That one well outside. 1-2 now the count. This will be ripped foul down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. One outside, 2-2 now the count. I'll be fouled out of play. Land over near the concession stand here at North. We do want to thank all of the softball coaches, parents, administrative staff at North Hardin. A lot of water was dumped on the field this weekend. They got it all ready. Had a slight delay yesterday, but got all 4 games in. Spears hits this one out to Sproles at shortstop across the infield in time. A 6-3 put out, so with 1 out, Emil Schmidt will come to the plate. Schmidt 0 for 1 on the day as she popped out on the infield in her first at-bat. Then Schmidt will be swinging it from the left side. She's a slap hitter. Cundiff and Sproles both cheat in a little on that left side. This one's going to be hit into right field. She pulls that one. Her first base hit of the day. So with 1 out and a runner at first, that's going to bring up the catcher, Alyssa Philpott. Philpott popped up on the infield in her first at-bat. Guess that was low. Schmidt on the season 6 of 6 in stolen bases. That one high, 1-1 now. 2-0 the count. That's a good change up in there. 2 balls and 1 strike. So he popped up. Cundiff goes back. She'll make the catch for the 2nd out. So with 2 outs and a runner at first base, up comes the first baseman for Elizabethtown, Avery Simpson. Simpson 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to right field. That one high, 1-0. Again, very light breeze today. This one will be popped out of play. That'll even the count at 1-1. It's been hit towards center field. Clayton coming in, dives, makes the catch for the 3rd out. So there were no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and no Cardinal errors. Through 3 complete, our score, Elizabethtown 2, Taylor County 0. We head to the top of the 4th inning. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. E-Town Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. Take a virtual tour today at etownapartments.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff, available for all your recycling needs. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrappy metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company. It's been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple, online at westpointbank.com. Due up in the top of the 4th for the Cardinals, it'll be 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. Riley Sproles, Riley Edwards, and Hannah Gupton. Sproles comes to the plate, 0 for 1 on the day. The strikeout came in hitting .279. Bunts this one, but goes right back to Philpott. 0-1 the count. Swings through that one. 0-2 now the count. That one goes high. 1-2 now the count. Strike 3 on the inside corner. 9th strikeout of the day for Spears. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Briley Edwards. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. In our second semifinal, scheduled to start at 8 o'clock, that will be between LaRue County and Bethlehem. Tomorrow's championship game will be at 6 o'clock. This one fouled straight back. 0-1 the count. At the conclusion of today's game, there will be 2 players named to the all-tournament team. That one goes over the head of Phil Pott. 1-1 now the count. She swung on that one. And ball 2 strikes. Whew. Two and two the count. That'll be fouled out of play. Count remains 2-2. That one low. That'll run it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's foul on the plate. I think we've run out of softballs. There have been several fouled out. 3-2 the count. And there'll be a walk. And the first base runner of the day for the Cardinals. As Spears was perfect through 10 hitters, but with 1 out and 1 on. Hannah Gupton comes to the plate. Gupton flew out to center field in her only at-bat. On the season, Gupton leading the Cardinals with 7 home runs. None bigger than last night's walk-off in the 9th inning against Nelson County. That one down, 1-0. That one inside. 2-0 now the count. Fouled off. 2 balls and 1 strike. Even up the count at 2-2. Edwards down at first. 4 for 4 in the stolen base department. Actually, she has a runner in for her. That's fouled out of play. Allie Coghill, the courtesy runner for Edwards. Coghill 7 for 7 as that count goes full. It'll be a walk. Back-to-back walks issued by Tatum Spears. So now you got runners at first and second with 1 out. Malia Reed coming to the plate. A-Town players going to talk about it. Reed on the season, coming in hitting .333. She has 21 RBIs on the year. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 now the count. One high and away. 1-2 the count. That one misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. 10th strikeout of the day for Spears. That'll get 2 outs. That's going to bring up Layla Curry, the catcher for the Cardinals. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Comes into today's game hitting .303. That one gets away. That's going to advance the runners. It's about the 4th or 5th time in this inning that Spears has thrown it high and away. It's gotten away from Philpott. So with the wild pitch, that's going to put runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1-0 the count as Curry steps back in. That one down. 2-0 now the count. That'll be fouled out of play. 2-1 now the count. The wind that we have here today at North Hardin, blowing across the field from the left field corner to the right field corner. Three and one now the count. This will be hit out towards right field. Cleaver out there coming in, makes the catch for the third out. So there were no runs on no hits, 2 runners left on base, and no Elizabethtown errors. So we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. E-Town on top 2-0 over Taylor County. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can check out all of our past broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV, subscribe to our channel, and get all your local community sports and events. We'd also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. We want to thank all of our staff here at HCEC-TV. Working tonight are Kyler Barley, Kai Horn, John White, and Jeremy Miller. Due up in the bottom of the fourth, it'll be 5, 6, 7 in the Panther lineup. Savannah Castaneda, Jessica Reynolds, and Alexis Weisbrot. Briley Edwards remains in the circle for the Cardinals. Savannah Castaneda 0 for 1 on the day. She grounded out to second base in a lone at bat. Fouls that one straight back. 0-1. Changeup stays high and outside. 1-1 now the count. This may hit down to third. Cundifoot with it across to Gupton. 5-3 put out for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Jessica Reynolds. Reynolds was the Panther that started the 3 consecutive singles, bringing in the 2 runs for the Panthers. Reynolds 1 for 1 on the day with that single and a run scored. So he's that one. Cue shot right back to Edwards. The 1-3 put out quick, gets us 2 outs. That's going to bring up Alexis Weisbrot, the shortstop. She's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. This one fouled back. This one might make it right to us. Taylor County super fan Jason England sitting in front of me dove in front of that one to save us. This one right back at Edwards. And so it's a quick 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. We finished 4 innings here in the 5th region semifinal action. E-Town on top, 2-0 over Taylor County. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. E-Town Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. Take a virtual tour today at etownapartments.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding area since 1976. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. 6, 7, 8 in the Cardinal lineup. Adeline Bradstreet, Aubrey Barden, and Nevaeh Kays. Tatum Spears remains in the circle for the Panthers. Bradstreet 0 for 1 with a strikeout on the day. She came into the day hitting .383 on the year. That'll be fouled out, 0-1. That one stays outside, 1-1. That'll be fouled out of play as well. One and 2 down the count to Bradstreet. That one well outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one fouled straight back as well. That one up. That'll take the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That'll be fouled out of play. Bradstreet and both of her at-bats today. Had several fouled off. Right back at Spears. She stabs that one, the L1. That's going to bring up the designated player, Aubrey Barden. Barden 0 for 1 on the day. Came into the day hitting .351 on the season. Back up the middle. Moving over to Schmidt. She'll make that catch. So now 2 outs. That'll bring up the left fielder, Nevaeh Cage. She's 0 for 1 on the day. She came into today hitting .303 on the year. Swing and a miss on that one. 0-1 the count. Oh, 2. Chase the high ball. That one in the dirt. 1-2 now the count. So he popped out of play. It's just behind the third base dugout. Count remains 1-2. That one rolled up there as well. 2-2 now the count. Strike 3. 11 strikeouts on the day now for Tatum Spears. It's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. E-Town on top, 2-0 over Taylor County. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV student productions, airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always check out our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV, subscribe to our channel, get all your local community sports and events. I'd also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. Due up in the bottom of the 5th for the Panthers. It'll be 8-9-1. Claire Miller, Iceland Burnett, and Tatum Spears. Riley Edwards remains in the circle for the Cardinals. Claire Miller, the DP, 1 for 1 on the day with 2 RBIs. She came through in the bottom of the 2nd with an opposite field single that scored Jessica Reynolds and Alexis Weisbrot for Elizabethtown. Only runs of the day. She squared the bunt, that ball in the dirt. 1-0. Acted like she was going to bunt, pulled it back pretty quickly. And went in there for a strike that evens the count at 1-1. She does bunt this one. It's been picked up in foul territory by the catcher Curry. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Briley Edwards. That's going to bring up Iceland Burnett. Burnett 0 for 1 with a fly out. high. That'll be fouled out of play. 1-1. That one lands on top of the press box here. That one fouled down the right side. 1-2 now the count. That change up outside evens the count at 2-2. We'll head out towards the second baseman. Bradstreet with it over for the second out of the inning. That'll send us back to the top of the order. Tatum Spears to the plate for Elizabethtown. She's 0 for 1 on the day. She reached on a walk and has a ground out. Good changeup, had Spears way out in front of that one. She just gets a little bit of it, fouls it back. 0-1 the count. That'll be fouled away. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Through 5 complete. E-Town on top 2-0 over Taylor County. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results. E-Town Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Due up in the top of the 6th, it'll be 9-1-2 in the cardinal order. Reagan Cundiff, Riley Sprawls, and Briley Edwards. Tatum Spears remains in the circle for Elizabethtown. Reagan Cundiff comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Comes into the day hitting .349 on the year. That one down. That one gets away. 2-0 now the count. That one in there for a strike, 2-1. One in on the inside part of the plate. first time tonight, really feel a breeze into the face here in the press box. Getting the flag almost laying limp in center field. What breeze we have had has been going across the field from left to right. That one in there for a strike on the outside corner. That evens it up at 2-2. Three balls and two strikes. Cundiff steps back in. This will be ripped out into left field. That gets past Burnett. And so a single with an error hits Cundiff into scoring position. First hit of the day for the Cardinals. And that's going to take us back to the top of the order. Riley Sproles to the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Again, this Taylor County team last night down 3-0 to start the game against Nelson County. Clawed their way back to tie it. Forced extra innings. And then the bottom of the ninth, it was Hannah Gupton who hit a home run to walk it off. We're going to have a pinch runner for Cundiff. Maybe. It's going to be number 16. Aiden French will be the runner out at second base. Let's see, French on the year has not attempted a stolen base. This will be just her 7th game that she's played in. Squares to bunt. This one fouled up. Oh, Philpott almost made a great stab. She hits it with her throwing hand, popped it in the air, and it was right over her head. And trying to find it with that helmet on and mask, unable to gather it in. 0-1 the count. Squares to bunt again. This one bunted foul. 0-2 now the count. This is one where Maytown would be a little careful. Spears has been a little wild on some 0-2, 1-2 counts. This one fouled straight back. That one had a lot of the plate to it on that pitch. Count remains 0-2. If you're Sproles on this, you want to hit the ball towards, or if you're going to get a slow one, towards third. Otherwise, hit it to the opposite field. That one low and inside. 1-2. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Briley Edwards. Edwards 0 for 1 on the day. She has a strikeout. She reached on a walk. She was the first base runner of the day for the Cardinals. Got all the way around to third before she was stranded there. Foul back, 0-1. For Spears, that's her 12th strikeout of the day. She has given up two walks and 1 hit. This will be popped up near the third base dugout. Racing over Castaneda there. Not going to be able to make that one. 0-2 the count. Fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. Again, French out at second base. She's the pinch runner for Reagan Cundiff. Had a single and then moved up on the air by the left fielder. That one high, 1-2. We fouled off. Change up. Edwards again does a good job just getting a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up on the infield, going back out. Waysbrot will make that catch for the second out of the inning. And so now with 2 outs, the hero from last night, Hannah Gupton, coming to the plate. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Schmidt walks her and puts her on at first. Force then you have a force out at first, second, and third. Kind of 0 for 1 on the day. She flew out to center field. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Change up low. 2 balls and 1 strike. In the second semifinal tonight, scheduled to start at 8 o'clock, will be between LaRue County and Bethlehem. That one high, 2-2 now the count to Gupton. That one outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Out straight back. That one gets away, and moving up is French to third on the wild pitch. So runners at the corners with 2 outs. French at third, Gupton at first, and that's going to bring up Malaya Reed, the right fielder. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Coach Schmidt going to come out, talk it over with his defense. Again, tomorrow night's championship game will take place here at North Hardin at 6 o'clock. If Elizabethtown is in the finals, we will be here to cover that game. I'd also like to thank all of our workers for making tonight's broadcast possible. Kyler Barley, Kai Horn, Jeremy Miller, and Mr. John White. So again, Aiden French at third. Gupton at first. That one in there for a strike, 0-1. That one gets away, 1-1. That one fouls straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Reed. Just gets a piece of that one. Count remains 1-2. That one fouled straight back as well. This one popped up on the infield. Schmidt calls for it. She'll make the catch. So E-Town able to work around a leadoff single. There were no runs on 1 hit, 2 runners left on base, and 1 Elizabethtown error. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. E-Town on top, 2-0 over Taylor County. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. E-Town Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. For those who are serving our country in the military, a discount is available. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff, located at 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding areas since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. For the Panthers, it'll be 2-3-4 in the lineup. Emil Schmidt, Alyssa Philpott, and Avery Simpson. Briley Edwards remains in the circle for Taylor County. That one goes outside. Schmidt on the day, 1 for 2. She popped up on the infield and had a single. That one inside, 2-0 now the count. So Schmidt draws the walk. That's going to bring up the catcher, Alyssa Philpott. Philpott 0 for 2 on the day, has 2 flies in field. Goes Bradstreet. They're going to go to the pin. Actually, he's calling in Nevaeh Kays. Looks like that'll be the last batter of the day for Edwards. It's like Kays coming out. Edwards going to left field. And we will have a pitching change. Let's see what we have here. I believe this is going to be Madeline Yates. It is number 6. This will be her 22nd appearance on the season. She has a 4.32 ERA, a record of 8-6 with 3 saves. She has 53 strikeouts to 23 walks. And Briley Edwards will go out to left field. Again, runner at first is Schmidt. That went in there for a strike on Philpott. 0-1 the count. This one hit hard down the third base line. Cundiff up with it. Goes to second. Not going to be able to turn 2, but they do get the lead runner. The 5-4 put out. So it's a fielder's choice for Philpott as she will be on. Avery Simpson now coming to the plate for the Panthers with 1 out. Simpson 0 for 2 on the day. 2 flyouts, 1 to center field, 1 to right. This one right back up the middle, goes off of Yates. Picked up there by Sproles, who pitches it over to Bradstreet. And again, they get the lead runner. This time it's a 6-4. And Simpson will now be at first. We're going to have a pinch runner, number 23 for Elizabethtown. So 23 is Ava Swift. Swift on the season, 2 for 2 in stolen bases. As Savannah Castaneda comes to the plate, she's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts. That's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. low and away, evens it up at 1-1. Castaneda, just a 7th grader for Elizabethtown. This one we hit back out towards the shortstop. Sproul is just going to take it over and step on second. So there were no runs on no hits. 1 runner left on base. As we head to the top of the 7th inning, Elizabethtown on top, 2-0 over Taylor County. Taylor going to have to put 2 across the board to continue this game. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, eTown Exterminating, and West Point Bank. I'd also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. Due up in the top of the 7th. It's going to be 5, 6, 7 in the cardinal order. Layla Curry, Adeline Bradstreet, and Aubrey Barden. As Tatum Spears remains in the circle for the Panthers. At the conclusion of tonight's game, there will be 2 players named to the all-tournament team from the losing team. And the winner tonight, this game, and our second semifinal, LaRue County and Bethlehem, moves on to the championship game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, right back here at North Hardin High School. Curry 0 for 2 on the day, has a strikeout and a flyout. That one outside, 1-0. That one goes high and away. 2-0 now to count. If you're Spears in this case, you really want to throw strikes simply because you've got the 2-run lead. Let your defense play behind you. That one catches the bottom part of the zone. 2-1 now the count. As we head out toward the shortstop, Ways brought up with it. Across the infield for the first out. So with 1 out, no one on, Adeline Bradstreet now to the plate. Bradstreet 0 for 2 on the day. It's a strikeout, and then she hit a line drive right back to Spears, who snags it. As we head out towards Ways brought and did not come in on it. And if she comes in half a step, I think she catches that one. It goes, I think it tipped off of her glove and gets away. So with 1 out and a runner at first, that's going to bring up the designated player, Aubrey Barden. Barden 0 for 2 on the day. She came in hitting .351 on the season. For the first time today, the sun is ducked behind a cloud. Hit down the right field line, slicing over, and not caught. Sorry, again, blocked out from foul territory down the line in the press box. So 0-1 the count. We do have a courtesy runner at first for Bradstreet. Oh, sorry, that is Bradstreet there. Bradstreet on the year, 6 of 7 in stolen bases. Now fouled off as well. 0-2 now the count to Barden. Strike 3 gets her at the knees. 13 strikeouts on the day now for Tatum Spears. She has had a strikeout in every inning today. That's going to bring up Madeline Yates, the pitcher. Yates on the season, hitting .310 in limited action. This will be her 30th plate appearance. That one away, 1-0. Looked like Philpott thought that Bradstreet was running on that one. 1-0 the count. That one was inside, 2-0. This one fouled straight back. I'm going to take it to 2-1. That one high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Reagan Cundiff on deck. Cundiff with the lone hit today until this inning, lone hit. That one's in there for a strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bradstreet will be off on this one. Strike 3, and that will do it. Elizabethtown victorious 2-0 over Taylor County, and they will move on to tomorrow night's championship game for Tatum Spears. Ended with 14 strikeouts in the game. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. E-Town Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding area since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Again, we'd like to thank all of our workers here tonight. Kyler Barkley, Kai Horn, John White, and Jeremy Miller. We're now going to turn it over Coach Odessa at the pitcher circle for 2 players from Taylor County to be named to the all-tournament team. So Hannah Gupton and Riley Sprouse named to the all-tournament team. For E-Town, they improved to 27-7 on the year. And they will wait to find out who their opponent is, as LaRue County and Bethlehem set to square off in approximately 25 minutes from now. We will not have that game, but we will be back here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for the 5th Region Championship game. Again, Elizabethtown moving on with a 2-0 victory, moving to 27-7 as Taylor County's season comes to a close, 25-11. For all of us here at HCEC-TV, I'm Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.